All right, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a chill stream. At this point, there's really nothing more to do on my stream today. We've beaten Alan Wake Remastered, and I got about an hour to do nothing. So we're just gonna talk. We're just gonna have some Q&A, and we're gonna have some good times here today on the stream, and just have some conversation. All right, there's nothing else to do. I don't want to start another game because whenever I start a game that's impromptu on stream, if it's not just like random multiplayer, people get upset because now they missed part of the playthrough, and it wouldn't make any sense. So, what do you guys want to talk about? Holy Warrior Tonin says, you rail against Nintendo, but they'll never change their ways. What's the point? You won't change any of the fanboys' minds. They're brainwashed. I mean, that's like saying, okay, just because you know you won't change the minds of most people, you shouldn't ever speak up against something. I don't believe in that. I think that over the years, at the very least, hopefully some of the things that I've said and done have had an impact on someone who maybe normally would not have been impacted. But you know what I'm saying? I'm hoping that at least some of the things that I've said have resonated with Nintendo fans. I hope. Really, I hope. I don't know if that's the case, but I would hope so. If literally everything I've ever done to criticize Nintendo has gone on deaf ears, that's pretty sad. That's pretty sad, man. But no, I shouldn't sit here. The thing is, I don't have an agenda against Nintendo. When Nintendo does something that I feel is dumb, like recently doing a new online pass that's an additional, $30 a year just to add badly emulated versions of N64 games, yeah, I'll call them out on that, When they release a new version of the Switch that literally ignored every single piece of feedback that Nintendo received about what fans wanted from a new Switch, yeah, I'll call them out on that too. But I'm not going to sit here and rant and rave and just be basically just talk about them endlessly. Some people do. Some people make it like their agenda to sit there and rant on something and rave about something all the time. I'm not. If something is pertinent or talk about Nintendo, we will. But I'm a fan of Nintendo. I'm a fan of first-party Nintendo titles. And I've enjoyed their games and consoles over the years. I told you guys my favorite console of all time is the Super NES from the 1990s. That's the most amazing gameplay experiences that kind of changed my early years. And they were my formative years as a gamer. They were all played on the SNES. So I'm never going to forget that time of my life. You know what I mean? I'm not. Tom, this is getting ridiculous now. So earlier on the stream, Tom says, why do I have my microphone here? It blocks my vest. Okay? I used to have it over here, and it blocked the whole side of the camera. And it's kind of stupid and counterproductive to have Halloween decorations you can't see because your microphone blocks them. In fact, having the microphone here is a little bit better. It's in a better position for me. I can actually see my laptop better, and I can actually respond to you guys a little bit better. Before it was kind of like here, which was blocking a lot of the stuff I was trying to read constantly. So it's better set up for me to respond and do stuff, and you get to see more of the camera. Oh no, you don't get to see half of the vest, but you can see this half of the vest. So what's the big fucking deal? Roger says, can you explain how the N64 and Sega games work on Switch? Do you pay for each game or are they free? Neither. The way that they work is that they're only available through this high-end subscription. It's $50 a year here in the United States. I don't know what it costs other countries. But for $50 a year, you get online play with all of your Nintendo games. Okay? The Nintendo Online Service. You get certain on-demand games for free, including a variety of NES, Super NES, and now Nintendo 64 and Sega Genesis games on your console. And they are adding to these over time. They did so with the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo, so it just stands to reason that they'll probably add some more games in the long term as well. So we'll see, what happens in the future with them adding more games. But you have to be a member of the subscription service. No, you don't buy the games individually, but no, you don't get them for free. Much like Game Pass on Xbox consoles, if you're part of this Nintendo Online Premium Pass or whatever it's called, you get those games. That's how it works. Nathan Smith did a super chat. Says, you're playing Sister Location on console? It's bad. I am. We're doing it as part of the Halloween event on Sunday. People nominated and voted for it, so it is a part of the lineup on Sunday's marathon coming up. We will be trying it out. The only other Five Nights at Freddy's games I ever played was the very first one. When it was virally popular, everyone was asking me to play it for like a year. Finally, I caved and played it and thought it was the worst game I'd ever played and never touched it ever again. So we're going to see what happens in Sister Location. Okay. That was many, many years ago. We are done with gaming for the stream. Yes, Jackie, we finished Alan Wake. It's just going to be us chilling and shooting the shit here on the stream. Okay? Would I consider making Aviator glasses a consideration? No, and here's why. Sorry, Steve the Spider. I think that's what I named them. I don't remember. The Aviator glasses are not real glasses. They're not meant to be worn on anything except very limited amounts of time. As you can see on one side, they're a mirror. Oh, you can see the camera in the mirror. Look at that. On the other side, they're tinted. The problem is they're not tinted properly, all right, for wearing them, for example, as sunglasses. When I put these on, I can barely see anything. Like, really, I really am having a hard time seeing the stream chat right now. Everything around me is super dark, and plus these are kind of crappy. They're like spotted. So there's like splotches and spots on the inside of them. They're not good for wearing anything more than just a little laugh. So for example, if we're doing Flight Simulator, and all I need to do in Flight Simulator is fly around and talk about the things we're seeing or whatever and respond to your comments and stuff, that's one thing. If I'm playing any game that has any significant amount of gameplay, this basically is a major hindrance. Oh, by the way, they're also quite small, and they barely fit my head. They like crunch against the side of my head here, so they're not comfortable either. So I wore them for Flight Sim because I was like, oh, Aviator glasses because I'm a pilot or whatever. But I didn't have any significant gameplay to do. I'm not going to wear these other than that, or other than maybe a one-off silly situation. If I ever were to get better Aviator glasses that actually were real sunglasses, or you know what I mean, like real useful glasses, then maybe I would consider wearing them for real. But I'm not going to do that now because they actually bother me. Okay? Oh, let's see here. Why did I ban Monkey? I didn't ban Monkey. I didn't ban Monkey at all. Guts says, excited to see a fourth horror game you're going to play for Halloween. Well, I'm not going to spoil what it is, but yes, I am playing a fourth game of my choice. Leambro says, what's your favorite playthrough you've done this year so far that you personally have enjoyed the most? There have been a lot of enjoyable playthroughs, and it's hard for me to compare the chill ones. And what I mean by that is there's been a lot of games that we're just kind of relaxing and having a good time while I play. For example, Fallout New Vegas. That was incredibly fun. We played it for like 2 months, if not longer, over the course of the summer. All the DLCs, plus the full story, all the side content, at my own pace, re-experiencing it in full. I actually got achievements that I never got in my first 2 runs of the game years ago. I got them this time around. It was so fun and interactive with you guys. Every time I played the game, we had a great time, great conversation. Everything was good. But the most memorable for me would be Resident Evil 8. Resident Evil 8 was just outstanding in every way. The graphics, the gameplay, the atmosphere, the story. It really was an absolutely fun and outstanding game for me earlier this year. That's the one that resonates in my head right now as my favorite playthrough so far of the year. That could change. We've got some fun stuff coming up. Forza Horizon 5, which could be a super fun, really great graphics, but also chill playthrough with tons of content. We've got the Grand Theft Auto trilogy coming up. You want to know the truth? The more I hear about Halo Infinite, the more I like. Maybe Halo Infinite may actually be a consideration for Game of the Year for me this year, depending on how good it is. And that's rare. I don't think I've ever made Halo a Game of the Year contender besides maybe like Halo Reach. I don't think I've ever made Halo a Game of the Year contender, so I guess we'll see. Have I ever seen Contact? Asked Elsky. The movie? Yeah, that's the one with Jodie Foster, right? Yes, I saw that. I think that's what movie that is. Am I going to play Guardians of the Galaxy? Asked Darth Vader. That's really up to you guys. I think I'm going to play it eventually, but when exactly I play it, I'm not sure. It's eligible as the game I play next week. Next week, starting on Monday, I'm playing a new game. It's either going to be Metroid Dread, Guardians of the Galaxy, or one of the 4 horror games that I'm playing during the Halloween Marathon on Sunday. You guys are going to be a major factor in choosing what game that I play by basically letting me know your opinions on the streams over the course of this weekend. So Guardians is a consideration for Monday. Not a shoo-in, but a consideration. Tom says, do you think I'm playing too many games at the moment? Well, here's the thing. I just finished Alan Wake. As of tonight, I may be wrapping up Monkey Ball. Back 4 Blood is done. Okay. I'm going to do a second run of House of Ashes. When that's done, that's out of there. So really the only ongoing lingering playthroughs that I will have at this point, Far Cry 6, Lost Judgment. That's about it. Everything else will have been completed. So outside of that, I definitely will have time for another game because I'm not playing another new game until the 9th of November, which is Forza Horizon 5, and the 11th is the GTA Trilogy. So there's definitely time now to do it because I'm ending these other playthroughs. Roger says, I recently played Panzer Dragoon Remake on PS4. It was a nice throwback to the good old Sega days. Did you ever play any Panzer Dragoon games? No. In fact, the only Panzer Dragoon game I ever played when it was the launch of the Xbox One, it was actually a launch title for Xbox One. There was a Panzer Dragoon game. And I bought it. I think I played it for the entirety of 20 minutes, and the people were telling me it's crappy, don't play it, it's boring. I never played it again, even though I had bought it. So, that was it. Guts the Black Swordsman says, I strongly hope you'll consider doing a full playthrough of Condemned Criminal Origins after playing it for a bit on Sunday. A little feedback. So that's your vote, basically. Well, all right. Well, let's see how it's received on Sunday. Remember, I haven't played this game in many years. Let's see how the game is received on Sunday as a playthrough game, and maybe that'll be the game I play this week. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Tom says, you're playing Condemned 1, right? You played it already. Can we play 2 instead? No, that's not correct. I played probably 45 minutes to an hour of Condemned 1 many years ago during a Halloween marathon event and haven't gone back to it. This is only the second time I'm playing it, this time around on the Xbox Series X, because people nominated and voted for it. They nominated and asked for Condemned Criminal Origins. You understand that? I'm going with what the people asked for. If I play Condemned 2, I'm going against the wishes of the people to play a game that they didn't ask for. So why would I do that? What's the purpose of an event where you nominate and vote on games for me to play if then I say, oh, I'm not going to play that when I'm playing a different game in the series? Why did I ask for input then? Tyrone, I've answered this a million times. I'll answer it again. My wife, Kat, will come on stream if she feels like it. I'm never going to pressure her to come on stream after what happened many years ago, which basically turned her off from ever being on my streams ever again. I have absolutely no idea if she has any inklings of coming on the streams or not. That's up to her. If she ever has a difference in her thought process, I'm sure she'll contact me and tell me about it. We live in the same house. It's not too hard to tell me. There'll be an opportunity. Okay. Okay, Guts says that it's not a long game, Condemned Criminal Origins. He says, probably 7 or 8 hours long. So you know what? That's a good consideration, and here's why. The game that I'm looking to add to my schedule this week, I don't want a super long game. I want a game that maybe I can beat it in 2-3 streams, so it can be completed by the time that Forza Horizon and the GTA Collection are coming out. So that might be perfect then. Nuno Gloop, if you ever say that to me again, I will ban you permanently in the chat. Okay. Darkness says, will there ever be a members-only stream with Kat? To my knowledge, I don't know. I don't know how members-only streams would work. I don't know. I know you could set it up to be members-only, but I don't know. For example, let me give you a perspective here. There may be a situation where it's members-only, but people can still access it. Like, if they, let's say, for example, a scumbag who hates me becomes a member. Now they can see it, and I think they might be able to share that stream with other people. I'm not sure how it works, but it might be possible to rebroadcast that stream anyway. So what would stop someone, like, what would be the difference? If people are still going to rebroadcast and be very nasty to my wife, what's the point, you see? I don't know. I'd have to look into how the members-only stuff works. I don't know. Joe, I don't care what Rich does at all. You don't have to tell me. Seriously, I don't give a fuck about Rich. In any way, shape, or form. I don't care about that guy, so I don't care what the video's about. Oh, Nuno Gloop. Okay, never mind. You should have said that. Nuno Gloop, you should have said that the first time around. I thought you were trying to say something gross about my cat. I was like, oh, okay, never mind. I take it back then, Nuno Gloop. I will tickle his paw next time I see him. How about that? Yes, I do remember playing Rise of Nightmares for the Kinect. No, I would not play it ever again. Number one, I beat the whole game. There's nothing to see again. And number two, I can't play on the Kinect. I don't have the Kinect. First of all, the Kinect is in my closet for like 10 years. Who knows if it even works? And I don't have anywhere in this office that it would work. That thing needed a ton of space to work. There's no way it would work in here. Yes, Snow Carl, I want to do another run in House of Ashes. It'll be a late night stream, so that way, since you're not interested in it, you don't have to attend. But people did campaign for it during my first run, saying, man, you really screwed this up. Can you keep everyone alive in a second run, or at least try? So we're going to give it a shot. Yes. Enter the Gungeon? I don't know if I ever played it. I think I have it. I think I remember buying it for an event, and I might not have ever played it. It sounds familiar, but I don't ever recall playing it. No, Lipsian is campaigning. He says, campaign for Condemned Criminal Origins this week. Play the whole game. If people like it, I'll play it. I'm serious about that. If people like any of the horror games that I play on Sunday, and they campaign to seeing it as a full playthrough, I will play one of them this week instead of a new game. We could do one of those instead. Can we get a heartbeat monitor for the Halloween stream? No. We're not doing that. Okay. Oy, oy, oy. I need to play The Suffering. The Suffering was nominated for the Halloween event, but did not get enough votes to make it into the running. I'm sorry there, Gorilla Pimp. It was in the running, didn't make it. Nothing I can do about that. Can I eat a mince pie again? I'd have to get more. They were fucking delicious. What I would like to do for my Christmas event this year, my Christmas marathon, do something different. Maybe get another kind of festive food and try it out for a DSP tries it. That would be kind of cool. Maybe do a live feasting with the king, and then on top of the live feasting with the king, also a DSP tries it of something holiday themed. That would be cool. A double up stream, a double up special stream. Snow Cooper, I do not look really good in this. I do not. I look like an idiot. What you're saying is factually wrong. Would I ever do a reaction stream where I watch a movie and stream reactions? No, because I'd probably get shut down for copyright issues. Epic Game Store gives out 2 free games a month, something to look at, says Roger. Isn't it just PC? And I can't play PC games. Yeah, if it was not PC, then maybe I could look into it. I can't play PC games. I have no capability to do that. Orange Cat, we're not talking about my wife and Halloween. It's none of your business. How about that? Snowcurl says, why don't I make streams less about games and more about other content? You mean like right now what I'm doing, talking with you guys and not playing games? Is that what you mean? Yikes. Well, I do a drinking stream. Likely during the holiday marathon, I will drink. I usually only drink once a year on stream, and it's during the holiday marathon, and that's probably when it's going to happen. Yes. How do you guys not know this? I've done this annually for like 4 years in a row, right? I get boozed up. I get eggnog, usually some holiday themed beers, and sometimes I get some hard liquor. Like 1 year I got that. What was it? Was like apple cider whiskey or something. Oh, that shit was good, dude. That apple cider whiskey was so delicious. But man, you drink too much, you get fucking sloshed. And I remember that I was doing the game. It was the game where you play an elf. And you're trying to clean up blood at the North Pole. I guess there was like a series of murders at the North Pole. I don't know if it was Santa or someone else. And you're trying to clean this up. And it's a lot of work because they have to mop with water and distribute the water and shit over the blood. It's actually very complicated compared to what you think it would be. And I was playing it, and I got so hammered. Like, I was actually like, whoa. Like, I'm playing it. I'm like, dude, I feel like... at any moment, I could pass out, or like, I was just like, wow, I'm like totally gone right now. I felt it. And then I tried to like slowly come down from that over the course of the rest of the stream. I was like, oh, holy shit. Was that what it was called? Viscera Cleanup Detail? That might have been it. Yeah. Chris B is to me $1.50 and says, any update when we'll get a green screen set up by the end of year of next? I've already explained this, but I'll explain it again in detail since you've asked during a Q&A session. We have time to explain. So, earlier this year, I was going to implement some changes. I was going to implement a green screen. I was going to obviously get a new laptop and a new chair. I told you guys those were the 2 top priorities I needed to do first before I did any other upgrades. And I was going to get a new PC. I had all this stuff in mind. My plans for this year were as follows. Since earlier this year, I was actually getting to a better financial situation, all right? My plan was going to be to try to earn some extra money, save it, and then by maybe mid to late year, see how much extra money I have, and use that to do upgrades to the streams, okay? And then what happened? Twitch kicked me out of the partner program for no justifiable reason at all besides they're just assholes. No actual reason at all. Like literally, they didn't even give one. They refused to give me any explanation or any evidence of any wrongdoing. So I lost a ton of money. I was making this much, and I went down to making about this much. Now, luckily, you guys supported me with tips, so I've slowly started to recover from that over the course of the year, but I'm absolutely still making less now than I was earlier this year when I was full-time on Twitch. You know, just take a look at the amount of members I have here compared to the subs I used to have over there. Take a look at the super chats that come in here versus the cheers that I used to get constantly over there. It's very different. There's a big discrepancy between what I make here and what I used to make on Twitch, okay? So because of that, I'm not even kidding you, it's been hard to just make ends meet this year. I'm already, sadly, barely making, like, the payments I need to make on the stuff that I'm making. It's a pain in the ass that this happened to me. I'm back to square one because I was financially recovering, and then Twitch fucked me over. All right, I think things will get better over time as people do support this channel more, and we get back to the levels we were at on Twitch, things will get better. But I'm not at that point right now. Now, that being said, people this year were very supportive. Someone donated a chair, someone donated a laptop, and someone donated an Xbox Series X. If it weren't for you guys helping me out to make up for the fact that Twitch fucked me, I wouldn't have any of the stuff I'm doing right now. Like, literally, all the games I'm playing right now are on Xbox Series X. I wouldn't be doing that if it weren't for you guys. Look at this. All I did was touch my eye because it was itchy. Look at how red it is. I don't know if that's the camera, because certainly I didn't get a welt on my face. I think that's the camera is being ridiculous. The camera is like really over-adjusting color. Because no, I didn't smear red blood all over my face just by scratching my face like that. How ridiculous. Yeah, see, it's going away now. This camera is weird. Alright, so anyway, guys. All that being said, okay, thank you for your support this year and allowing me to do the stuff that I did do. Now, in regards to the green screen, alright, if you take a look at this, this is my webcam setup. This is 1080p. It's not good. It's blurry, right? It's not even that good. People even say, oh, it's not clear. It doesn't look that great. Because it's not. This is an ancient webcam, all right? Now, I was considering upgrading my webcam. But right now, no exaggeration, about anywhere between 50 to 90% of my CPU is being used up with my current setup, all right? And if I were to try to do anything additional, like have a better quality, higher resolution webcam, it would take up too much of my CPU and I wouldn't be able to do it, okay? My PC is seriously almost 8 years old now, and I use it every single day, all day for streaming and capturing. So this thing, even though it's been the most consistently reliable PC I've ever owned in my entire life, and I mean that, I've never owned a PC that for this long I've used this much and haven't really had problems with it, okay? It's got to be upgraded at this point. I can't, even if I wanted to get a better webcam, try to implement green screen shit, it would take up more memory. That's it. It's the end of it. It would never handle it. So I need a new PC. Now, some people already offered me to help with the new PC. I'll donate parts. I'll actually get you a PC. And I told them, you got to hold off, and here's why. We're now in this busy gaming time of the year. Right now, I need to be here every day, all day on stream, making money. Right now, ad revenue is up on YouTube. I need to basically be here every day. I can't chance, oh, let's change my setup completely. Now I have to learn a new computer. I have to learn a new setup because obviously I can't use an ancient version of OBS on a new computer. I'd have to use the new one or whatever. I don't want to do that in the middle of a time when I need to be here every day consistently for you guys. And then you have chances of technical difficulties or things going wrong or not being good because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm thinking let's do that more during downtime, whether that be January or whether that be maybe after that very busy spring gaming season when an insane amount of games are coming out. Maybe when we get to a downtime, like, I don't know, May, then we can reassess the situation. How am I doing financially? Do people want to help get me a new PC? And then we can do that setup together and figure it all out, right? We can all work on that stuff. So that's the thing. I would love to do green screen. I can't. Because, sadly, my PC wouldn't be able to handle it. First of all, it wouldn't work with this webcam. The webcam's not good enough. I would need to get a new equipment. And I can't even do anything with that. If I bought a new webcam or even a different kind of camera and tried to plug it in, any additional usage of my CPU, we're dead in the water. So I can't. This PC is stretched to its limits of what it can do. So next year, we'll look into that. We'll look into, hey, can we upgrade the setup? Can we upgrade the PC? Can we upgrade stuff and make it better? And I would love to do that for you next year. The other thing is, I would need new lighting. Right now, I'm using an ancient lamp. No exaggeration. This lamp I use in this office is over 10 years old. It's just a basic little lamp that you would use in any room. I would need to have better lighting and stuff for that stuff to work properly, right? Everyone uses fancy lights and shit if they're going to be doing green screen stuff. So. Okay. I don't even know, is this really Rich? I don't think this is. Because I did answer Rich. I got someone here, RTU Stream says, can you reply to my last email? We can coordinate a stream date and time. Looking forward to it. I already did. The moment that Rich sent me that email, I responded to it, and he never responded again. So, yeah, I really don't know. I don't know if that's really him or not, but if it is, I think Rich didn't read his emails, because I responded that day. The day he sent the email. Tom says, unfortunately, Twitch and YouTube are flawed. Only drama content is watched and promoted on YouTube at the moment. Do you think it will ever change? Likely no, unless they have a total change in attitude, which they haven't. They need to have a change in attitude about what they want to promote, so. Have I ever started considering a new series or podcast where I talk about the latest events and take calls from viewers? No. We do that every single day on stream. My streams are interactive. We have that kind of conversation every day. I don't need to take calls because I talk to you live on the stream chat. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, we talk about current events. All this already is in place. I don't need a dedicated show to do that. Yeah, Rich, if this is really you, Rich, literally the day you sent me that email, like, over a month ago, I responded, like, that afternoon. I've already told everyone publicly my response. Do you want to hear it? Are you here? Are you sticking around? I can answer. I can give you my answer if you want it. I'll wait for you to respond in the stream chat. We can absolutely talk about it here, and that way you know what the hell's going on rather than wait for an email. Or search for an email that's stuck because she's probably in your fucking spam box, just like mine. My fucking, oh my god. My email is so fucking full of fucking spam. 90% of the emails I get, I can't even fucking pay attention to. They all go right to spam now. Derek, maybe I would play the Back to the Future Telltale game someday. I have no plans of doing it anytime soon, but... Well, Rich didn't respond, so I guess he doesn't want his answer now. Oh well, he can read the email then, I guess. Am I on good terms with Rich? Oh wait, here he is. He says yes. Okay, here's the response. I would consider going on a podcast with Rich if Rich had something to talk about that I could add to. So, for example, if you were talking about the state of gaming, if you're talking about being a content creator on Twitch or YouTube, or maybe the shit that I went through this year with Twitch and how fucked up it was, you know, something pertinent, not drama. If you want me to go on there and all it's going to be is, oh, Phil, answer dramatic questions from your detractors and shit. Talk about this over-dramatic situation that has no bearing on the kind of content you put out and shit. No, that's not what I want to do. Absolutely not. I'm 100% against that. I could easily do that on my own stream. I have nothing to benefit from coming on your show to do that. I could do it on my own. I don't want to do that because that's garbage content. It's just a waste of everyone's fucking time, and I don't do that. I do meaningful gameplay streams. If you feel that something that I have to add to a meaningful topic of discussion, like you're having a conversation about things in gaming and stuff, you want to have me on there, that's one thing. That's absolutely. If not, if it's drama, I want nothing to do with it. Now, in addition to that, sadly with me, I have been fucked with many, many, many times, and I have no idea how Rich's shows work. So I would have to basically be assured that somehow my information would be protected. For example, I can't go on Rich's show and now someone has my IP and fucks with me and DDoS attacks me, and now I have to fucking get my IP changed, you know? Sadly, that's happened. That's happened at one time I went on a show and someone got my fucking IP address from it, and then I had to go change my IP address, which is a huge hassle. Unlike a lot of other ISPs out here, what I need to do is actually have the Comcast guys come out with a new modem. We have to do a physical modem swap to get a new IP address. I know that sounds stupid, but that's how they do it with Comcast. So I don't want to go through that shit again. I've been fine with, you know, with this stuff. All right. And I basically don't want to deal with having now personal repercussions for going on someone's show like that. I just can't have that. Like I just said, I need to be here every day to stream to make a living. So, all right, Rich, I would be more than happy to talk with you in the future about that. Yes, a dual stream where we kind of talk about important, interesting stuff in gaming. Yes, I would 100% be interested in that. No, there's no problem with that at all. As long as it's not drama content, I'm all for it, man. I hate drama content, you know that. I just want to do something that's meaningful for people. Derek, I don't know, did they? Derek says that I guess the wrestling companies had everyone dress up as in Halloween costumes for ratings. He says Adam Cole, Omega, and the Young Bucks were the Ghostbusters. Oh. I mean, aren't the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega partial owners of AEW and they can do whatever they want, right? Like, isn't that true? So maybe that was their idea. I don't think that was the company told them to do it. I think they thought it would be something fun to do. I don't know. I didn't see it, so I don't know anything about it. Holy Warrior Tonin says, have you planned out the February 2022 with game releases? Oh my gosh, sorry. It seems you'll have to hold off on playing some of the games that like you are right now. Oh my god, I feel like I got a burp and it keeps getting stuck. He just like with Metroid and Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right that February will be insane. There's no way I can play all the games in February. It's just not going to happen. When, number one, you got Dying Light early on in the month. Then you got Horizon Forbidden West. That's going to take precedence when that comes out. And then, of course, you know, when Elden Ring comes out, no one's going to want to see anything but Elden Ring. It's going to literally be spammed constantly. Play Elden Ring. Why aren't you playing Elden Ring? Play more Elden Ring. Just like with GTA Trilogy. Same thing will happen. Oh my god, you're playing something at this stream other than GTA Trilogy? Why aren't you playing GTA Trilogy? What are you, crazy? Play GTA Trilogy. I know these games have fan bases like that, okay? Okay. Nathan has become a channel supporter for the third month in a row. He earned his gold crown. Thank you so much, Nathan, for the ongoing support. I actually have to check on this. I forgot to check during the break. Let's see how we're doing. We can check live on memberships and see how we're doing. Let's see. Let's see. I didn't mean to click on that. But anyway, memberships. Oh, I gotta do some math. Wow, we went up by one membership. You see why I don't really jump... This is why I don't jump on this stuff. We only went up one membership during the course of today's stream. What happened is we got a lot of people re-upping their memberships. So because they're re-upping, they get the message, but it doesn't add to the total. So we're at 263. We went up a whopping one today. Woohoo! We're making strides, guys. Let me tell you. Okay. Derek says Cody Rhodes, his wife Brandy, and Tony Khan are the owners of AEW. Then what about the Elite? I thought the Elite had a vested interest in it too. I could have sworn they did. Clyde, there's no reason to open Twitter replies. It's a waste of everyone's time. A complete waste. And Shake likes the gold vest. I know people rarely get to see this vest anymore because whenever we get a vest, which isn't often, everyone votes for platinum. So that's why I'm glad today I made platinum ineligible. And now we have an awesome vest for the stream. Hello, Super Blind Man. How's it going, sir? Haven't seen you in a long time on the stream. Welcome. I hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome, my friend. I think things are doing well. You know, I follow you on Twitter. I've been reading all your updates and everything, and it's all good news, right? It's good stuff. Yo, I'm certainly happy to hear you got a work laptop, and Jesus Christ, this fucking laptop better work this time. It better. After all the trials and tribulations you had with your laptop, this shit better work now, man. It's ridiculous. Yes, Tom Ford did personally choose this outfit for me, Duno Gloop. Thank you for asking. Well, Derek, I'm sad to hear you won't be here on Sunday. I hope you have a good day no matter however you celebrate Halloween. Did I see a creepy Mark Zuckerberg meme? No, I did not. I did see that Facebook the parent company of Facebook is renaming itself as Meta because they actually feel that what they do, that company, is like, oh, that's the meta of life, metaverse of life. They don't actually realize that, like, most people now think Facebook is fucking stupid and don't want anything to do with it, and it's only people who are kind of outdated and still have a Facebook that are still using it. You know, like, basically people who don't use the internet much, all they do is go on Facebook. Do Metroid Dread as a secret game on Sunday. No, I'm not doing that. How long am I streaming on Sunday? The stream will start usual time, 10:45 a.m. There'll be a pre-stream which will be the reveal of my costume, and also the results of the poll for Feasting with the King. We will order live the food for Feasting with the King later in the day for delivery. All right, so all that's going to go down. And then there's going to be 4 games played over the course of the day, plus Feasting with the King. I estimate each game will be about an hour, if not a little longer. We'll see, depending on how much you like the games. Let me think. So you figure if each is an hour, and let's say there's a little bit of break time, because there's definitely going to be a major break in there at some point, you know. Probably the stream will be like a normal marathon. It'll be between like 7, 8 p.m.-ish. That's my guess. Derek, I already got my costume. Yeah, basically Phil's Choice won the poll for the costume, and I have the costume. It's ready to go. We're good to go for Sunday. No worries there. Duh, Super Blind Man says, oh, I'm looking forward to the costume reveal. Oh, wait a minute. Man, you don't. That's true. You don't get to see me in a silly costume every year. I go all out these days. Just the gallon of paint alone from my body is you know, bankrupting me. What? No, just kidding. Oh, let's see. Daniel says, do you believe the gifting sub feature is good? In my opinion, it gives the content creator a false, inflated sense of growth. Gifted subs shouldn't be considered growth. Gifted subs is just a gift. It's just that. Oh, someone wants to help you out and actually help have your community get boosted. Here's the thing, though. Here's what I found with the gifted subs on Twitch. Sometimes someone would get gifted a sub, actually like having the sub for the month and say, oh, shit, I like this, and then they would renew their sub. In fact, I would argue that, you know, when I started on Twitch, I didn't have that many subs because people didn't know me as a full-time streamer. And then over time, it was a mix of people legitimately joining and liking it and re-upping it. But then there was every month, gifted sub, gifted sub, gifted sub. And maybe 10% of the people who got a gifted sub would like it and keep it. So the growth was consistent because people, oh, it was like a test run. Oh, I liked the test run. I'll keep it now. It was like a demo that I got to try before I buy. Try before you buy, right? That's really what it was. So actually, it did eventually lead to longer-term growth. So. Darkness, I usually order through some kind of a delivery app, yes. Because most companies, or most restaurants, don't offer delivery themselves. And I'm not going to stop. In the middle of my marathon, I'm not going to leave to go pick up the food and bring it back myself. That'd be pretty dumb, wouldn't it? You're here to see me play games and have fun on Halloween, not to see me go pick up food and sit here for an hour waiting. I did not hear about any new Assassin's Creed Infinity news. What is the news? Would I consider shortening the pre-stream? The pre-stream goes as long as it needs to go. As long as it needs to go. Whether that be a very short one because there's nothing to talk about one day, or like today there was a lot to talk about, then it's a longer one. But in general, the pre-stream serves a very very precise and determined purpose. People like it, so it's staying. It's not shortening. Daniel, there's nothing to do with that. He says, what's considered a successful marathon stream tips-wise? This is not a fundraising marathon stream. This is just a regular celebratory stream to say, hey, it's Halloween, let's have some fun together. So the stream will essentially have the tips goals as if it were a double stream, because that's the only stream I'm doing that day. Normally in one day, I do 2 streams, and each stream has a $150 tips goal, so we'll have a $300 goal for Sunday. If I raise it, great. If not, oh well, but it would be nice if we could. I'm not going to sit there and harp on it. It's not a special fundraiser event or anything like that. Do I think Alec Baldwin will go to jail? Considering every single piece of evidence that's been made public so far is saying it wasn't his fault, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that won't happen. Team Galactic? Derek says Team Galactic are the villains of Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, the Pokemon games coming out in late November. These are remakes, though, right? So it's not Team Rocket. Is it supposed to be like a spin-off Team Galactic? Sounds like that's what they're going for, right? I mean, these games are old, so obviously the plot's already known. Will Jasper come to me if I call for him? It depends. Like right now, if I just started yelling Jasper, Jasper Kitty, probably not, because he's asleep somewhere. But if he's somewhere in the house and he's moving around and I call, then sometimes he'll come running. Yeah, he knows his name and he knows, you know, when I'm interested in getting his attention. In Diamond and Pearl, it was always called Team Galactic. Is it related to Team Rocket? Again, you gotta realize I'm not in the loop. I never played the Pokemon games back then. I'm really enjoying playing them for the first time with these re-releases and remasters and stuff, because I missed out on all that back in the day. That was the era I was not playing console games. I was just doing Street Fighter stuff. I missed out on so much. Jeez. It's so funny now being able to experience an entire, literally like an entire generation of consoles and stuff that I missed out on because I was a Street Fighter player. Oh, they're rival teams. So Galactic is a rival of Rocket? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Whoa, look at all these teams that Derek is. There's Team Galactic, Plasma, Skull, Magma, Aqua, Flare, Rocket, and Yell. Well, we know about Rocket. I think we've seen Skull before. And Team Yell, that sounds familiar too. Well, I guess we'll find out when we play it in a few weeks, right? Isn't it like the 3rd or 4th week of November, I think? Tom says, sorry, I'm hungry, and when I get hungry, I get yawny. Tom says, I think streams like this would do better than streams focused on games people aren't interested in. Do you think a stream like this, would I do more like this? Well, first of all, when you say, oh, game no one's interested in, yet all my streams have hundreds of attendees, so I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Seriously. It sounds stupid what you just said. Would I consider doing more dedicated streams like this? Oh, here's a Q&A stream once a week. If people really wanted it, it seems like people are just, they're satisfied with having the interaction on my streams themselves. They don't necessarily need something like this on a regular basis, and that way it's weird. In the last week, I finished like 2-3 games, and every time I finish, I end up doing a Q&A stream like this, right? It's like the 3rd one, I think, in like a few weeks. So, funny how that works. But, no, I don't think that having a dedicated thing like this works, only because it's kind of impromptu. It's more special if you don't do it scheduled, I think. On top of that, I still do Ask the King, where every other month I'm doing a whole dedicated show to answering your questions. So that's where people would want to do stuff like this. It's funny to me that people are like, will you do a dedicated Q&A show, Phil? You mean like Ask the King, the dedicated Q&A show I do? Really? The one I've been doing for over a decade? You know, that one? Like, what are you getting at? All right, Bandit Revolver, I'll see you later. He wants Metroid Dread next week. He's trying to get that hype going. Coolio Cat says, if by chance I encounter the same game-breaking game bug that I encountered in Dying Light 1 when I played the sequel, will I also still try to beat the game and not quit? I mean, why not? I bought the fucking game, right? Like, that really pissed me off that happened. But I was like, this is going to be the most weird thing. I've maximized a skill tree that I should not have been maximizing by that time in the game. That skill tree shouldn't have been being like maxed for like another 10, 20 hours. And I had all these grapple abilities. I was rappelling through the fucking city like Spider-Man. And able to do stuff that I shouldn't have been able to do. At the very same time, I was weak as shit. Because I didn't have the combat and the other trees that I needed. It was such a weird glitch. But I would still try to beat it, yes. Oh, there's a second Team Rocket? I never even knew that. Derek says there's a second Team Rocket called Butch and Cassidy, and apparently they have a different motto and everything. Interesting. Tom says, did you know IRL streams get paid to travel and make thousands daily from walking around? I'm sure they do. I'm absolutely sure they do. Chicken Man did a super chat. His instincts. Joey wants his hair back. Joey Fatone? Really? He still has hair like this to this day? That'd be something. Imagine seeing like, I'm not saying that Joey Fatone is this old, but imagine seeing like a 60, 70-year-old guy, wrinkly as shit, sitting around with this kind of hair. Yes. Team Yell were the bad guys in Pokemon Sword and Shield. That's right. And Team Skull was in Pokemon Moon. That's why I'm remembering these. Yep. Ever played the Payday games? No, I did not. I actually never played a Payday game. Nope. Anything else, guys? We got about 10 minutes left, but it seems like everything's slowed down. I'll see you for Monkey Ball tonight, Guts, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. I don't understand the whole NFT thing. Like, maybe I'm just stupid or old or something. I don't know. Like, the thing that confuses me about these NFTs is, like, can anyone just copy it anyway? I don't understand. I'm so lost at this. Oh, it's a digital picture that you own the rights to. Okay, but can't someone just fucking copy and paste it all over the fucking internet? What are you going to do, sue everyone who posts it up? I don't understand it. It's so confusing. Am I done with Fall Guys? Likely yes, unless people ask for it. Maybe Fall Guys will be something that someone asks for the Christmas marathon, because likely they'll have a Christmas holiday event going on. So maybe people would want to see it then. I don't know. You know, that's up to people. But yeah, in general, I'm not going to regularly play Fall Guys anymore. Been gone for months. All right, Derek, I'll see you later. Thanks for stopping by. What's for dinner today? Turkey tacos. Roger says, I really enjoy your Street Fighter gameplay. I'm always looking forward to it. Tomorrow night, more. And yeah, that's why I've had actually in this year in particular, and I don't know why this year, I've gotten more people coming to me and saying, I really appreciate you playing old school Street Fighter every week more than ever before. I don't know why, but it just seems like people are like appreciate the classics because they come and watch me play them and then they try them out themselves or something, which is really neat to know. All right, cool. Yes, lost judgment on the daytime stream on Saturday, Derek. I'll see you then. Did I beat Monkey Ball yet? We're 5 stages away from beating it, and then after that, I'm gonna see what else is left in the game. But for all intents and purposes, tonight's Monkey Ball stream may be the final Monkey Ball stream. We'll see. Okay. Anything else, guys? Any other questions? The new Mario Party is getting high reviews. I mean, that's great, but it's just a party game. It's just a series of mini games to be played with a group of people in person or to play online. So why would you guys want to see? To me, that's like the same as WarioWare. It's a series of mini games. It'll be fun for a little bit, and then its appeal will die out. Like, I'll give you a perfect example about this, okay? Mario and Sonic at the Olympics. When I played those games in person with people and we did co-op, it was fun as shit, right? Me playing with John or Howard or Joe back in the day, those games were fun. Then, a few years ago, I tried to play one by myself. It was boring as dirt. So fucking uninteresting. You try to use the online play, they don't even implement the online play properly, and the game sucked. You know? So that's what I'm thinking, like this party. Oh, if I had a group of people who it's fun for us to play and compete against each other and try to do the best, that's one thing. You're just playing online against randoms. You're at the whim of the online play playing well, and what's the point? It's probably not that fun at all. TX Shooter did a super chat. Says, ever played Kane and Lynch? Yes. I played the second one. I don't remember what the name of it was, or I know there's different ones, but I did play the second Kane and Lynch, and it was one of the worst games I'd ever played. So bad. The huge ripoff. Okay. Thank you, TX Shooter, for the super chat. Can I play BioShock 1 and 2 sooner, or am I waiting for a remaster? I already played BioShock 1 when the remaster collection came out many years ago. I played it full direct capture HD and live stream. BioShock 2 I hate. I never want to replay it. The game stinks. Like, really, I don't like BioShock 2. I feel like it's such an inferior game to 1, and then Infinite is good again because it was made by a different studio, so I don't ever want to play that one again. If Age of Empires 4 come out on Xbox, would I have played it? I hear it's good. Probably I would have tried it, yeah. I probably would have given it a shot. I like Age of Empires. I played it back in the day. Age of Empires 1 and 2 I played on PC. I thought they were really good games. I like RTS stuff from back in that time period, but PC only. I see what's going on. I'm so tired. Look what's happening. I'm so tired. I'm falling asleep. I need food. I'm starving right now. I really am. Like, my stomach is grumbling. I'm like, man, I need food bad. My stomach, I'm so hungry. I'm falling asleep in the chair. Yes, I remember the Ouya. No, I don't have it. We gave it to that guy, that game developer, Angus Cheng, because he wanted to see if he could develop games for it. So I gave it to John. John gave it to him. Well, I've been playing most games on my Xbox now. Likely, yes. Number one, I love this controller. I really, really do. And number two, surround sound. Those two things alone are a massive reason to play everything on Xbox if I can. There are going to be some games that I can't for either space reasons or maybe they're console exclusive. But yeah, for the most part, I think I'm going Xbox for most games. It's a more enjoyable console for me right now. What's the weather like right now? Right here, it's rainy. Typical fall weather. Cloudy, rainy, cool outside. Team Terrahawk, right now I have no plans to play any other fighting games now. Maybe in the future. Yeah, King of Fighters coming out in February. If that's good, maybe I'll play it long term. If not, then I'll probably just play it for the release and that's it. We'll see. No, I never played the new Battletoads. It's on Game Pass. I might one day. Okay. All right, guys. And then we're going to call it quits. I want to say thank you. I mean, especially to that anonymous person. Whoever started off today with a crazy, huge $300 tip. Thank you so much for that. Thank you to everyone else who supported and chilled with me for the conclusion of Alan Waker for this impromptu Q&A stream. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, awesome. Thanks.